Hey everybody, it's Count Von Ha here. We're going to be doing another playthrough today here. However, this one's going to be a little bit different. This is unlike before where we usually have multiple parts to play through for one game. This is going to be one part for one game. We're going to be playing some No Limit Texas Hold'em, something that I'm very passionate about. We used to play it a lot in Vegas and in California. I haven't really been on tables much in the latter half of my life here. Other things have taken priority, unfortunately, but the passion's still there. I do play a lot online still. However, today I'll take you through, teach you how the game works, the structure of the game, betting, card values, all that fun stuff. Maybe get into some pot odds, percentages, some reads and tells. Yeah, we're online, but there are people on the other side of that, and betting patterns can be a big thing. But again, something I'm passionate about, something I did very well for myself for a while with. But I will say, if Daniel Negreanu or Phil Ivey or Phil Hellmuth were to watch this, they're probably gonna look at me cross-eyed and be like, "What the hell?" But I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys take something away from it. You learn something from it. It is a fun game. And if you do have any questions or anything, feel free to leave a comment below. As always, if you could like and follow the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. And as always, stay amazing, everybody. All right, everybody. And again, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. So we're going to get started. Again, today, the name of the game is going to be No Limit Texas Hold'em. So let's get started here. Got out. So while we're waiting for the next hand, as you guys can kind of see here, sorry, angles might suck a bit. Get over to the dealer side for you. Each player is going to be dealt 2 cards face down. Those 2 cards are what are known as your hole cards. What you're trying to do is make the best 5-card hand using your 2 hole cards. As you can see right in front of the dealer right now, there are 5 cards down. So the 2 hole cards, the 5 cards down, and then 3 cards down make the best, and the best hand wins the pot. Betting is a structure that in No Limit, usually a good way to calculate for that is you want to do 3 times the big blind for your first bet, which the small blind, as you can see to the right of the dealer here, and the big blind. We're going to go ahead and raise this up a little bit. Pocket 9s, by the way, guys. Sorry, getting ahead of here. Sorry, it's timing me. But pocket 9s, obviously, I got 2 of the same card in the same hand here. That's going to be a good, strong starting hand, obviously, because I'm starting with 1 pair, at least. And all I did was raise it up right now, thinking that I've got the best starting hand here. See what everybody does. Right now I've got 3 callers, and I've got a 4 of diamonds, a 3 of spades, and a queen of spades. And I got a guy leading out to me with a bet of $1.1 thousand. It's slightly higher than the 900 or the 600 that I raised it. It's a good strong bet. The only card on the deck right now that's scaring me is the queen. I got red in my hand, so I'm not going to hit a spade draw with 2 running cards here. But for 1.1k, yeah, I'll call it. I got one guy folding, so it's 3 guys in the hand now. Now there's an ace. Let's see what our first guy does. He's betting 14k. There's 2 cards on that table that are now beating me right now. That ace and that queen. I gotta really think. 14k. I've got 18,000 in my hand, or in my deal right now. Probably gonna let this go, thinking one of these 2 guys has got either the ace or the queen. And we got a re-raise to a 6k. So somebody's showing some dominance here, and now we've got a king. Now remember, guys, you've got pairs, 2 pairs, Three of kind, also known as trips. You've got quads, which are four of kind. You've got your flushes, which are all diamonds. There's the queen, there's the ace, and the queen. Oh, two pairs for the win. Good call, getting myself out the way. So anyway, you got your straights. You've got your full houses, which is three cards, trips with a pair together. You got your royal flushes. Standard poker hands. Standard poker hands. So you got a 4-9. Now I'm going to teach you a little something about position. I'm second from the big blind, which means 4-9, not really a good hand. You're not going to get much expected value out of it. But what we have is we've got from the dealer button, which is over here on the right side of the dealer, you've got the small blind, which is like an ante. It's just kind of to help push some action. And then you've got the big blind. The small blind is half of the big blind, usually, depending on what you're playing. The big blind is usually the first big bet. Its design is to create some action before the hand. It can also, in limit hold'em, it's just a starting point. But as you can see, these guys, they're betting around, raising, calling right now, and moving from there. Action will always be to the left of the dealer. First three cards we got down is a Jack, 7, Queen, so we're really glad we folded that 4-9. I haven't invested any money into this pot whatsoever. So, and when I said earlier that I was second from the big blind, obviously I'm the guy with the blue glasses right there. Big, small blind is going to be the first to bet. That means there's three people acting in front of me. So I've got to base my decision off what those three people are going to do and move forward. But right now, again, I folded out my hand. I got nothing to do but sit here and watch and talk with you all. Now, a little bit about betting strategy in a no-limit game. The sky's the limit. At any point in time, you can put all your chips in the middle of the pot, call yourself all in, and see who wants to take a bite of that with you. And we've got an uncontested ace-jack. So second pair. Pair of jacks wins the $3,500 pot. He played it good. All right. So now I'm one from the big blind. Let's see what we got. Come on. 10-3. Again, scrap hand. You're not going to get any value out of that hand. I mean, you're not going to be able to create a straight from it. You're going to get lucky if you hit anything playing those two cards. If I knew the table a little bit better, I might be willing to take a stab at a bluff. Because I'm just trying to win a pot based off of representing that I have a strong hand, so to speak. Without any raises on the table, right about now, I'd probably be thinking about that. So... But again, as you can see, with those two cards, my expectation of hitting something is going to be very small. And the way those cards came down, I've got two cards, or one card that's going to beat me, and all I can really hope to do is pair my 10. Maybe get a trip 10 if I get two runners, which would be, right now what we're on is what's called the flop. It's the first three cards to come down. Obviously, these are the community cards. We're now going to the turn, or 4th Street, as some people like to call it. It's another 7, so the board pairs. So right now, we got a $1,000 bet. I'm thinking this guy's got a 9. Maybe, or a really small pair in his hands. Kind of like my pocket nines earlier. Small pair would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jack's going to make things a little bit interesting because now we've got 3 clubs. So if anybody's got 2 clubs in their hand, they've got a flush. Jack's also a higher card, so if somebody was playing with a queen and 2 sevens, Jack gives him a good kicker. That guy's being a jerk and just showing a 4. Not a problem. He's not really being a jerk. He's trying to represent that, hey, I outsmarted you. So now I'm going to play a little different because I'm already invested in this hand. I'm invested $200 in this hand, so I'm going to loosen up what I play. Now, obviously, I've got 2 suited cards here. That's better than not. 9 to 5, Dolly Parton. I really wouldn't recommend playing, especially if you're new. But, hey, so far I got a bunch of calling stations here, which just basically means I got a bunch of people calling, not a whole lot of pre-flop action with some raises or anything like that. Maybe this guy will. He's taking a sweet time. But, you know, either I'm going to knock and get a free look at the flop, or, you know, see what he raises. In this case, he finished his bet, so I'm going to check and get a free look at the first 3 cards here. Let's see what we get coming up. We got a 3, queen, and a 4. Okay, so basically the best thing I got going right now with my 5 is I've got what's called a backdoor straight. I need to catch the next 2 cards to make a straight. So I would need to catch a 2 and a 6, an ace and a 2, a 6 and a 7. Very interesting. Everybody's checking. That guy just folded out. So we're going to get a free look at another card. You know what? Teach you a little something here. Let's see what this guy does. Is he going to bet? Nope, we got a knock. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to raise it. Or I'm going to place a bet. My bet is going to be, because nobody's betting this hand, I've at least got a pair. And I think everybody's just kind of limping around with this hand. So I'm going to put out a small bet. Get these guys thinking. See what I can get going on here. Maybe incite some action. Thinking maybe these guys are thinking I'm bluffing. So I've got 1 caller. So 1 caller. Maybe he's got a 4. Maybe he's on a straight draw. Maybe he's on a flush draw. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. He raised me 1.6. That's interesting. Straight draw, flush draw. You know what? Let's gamble here a little bit. See what the 5th card is. This is typically called the river. It's a 6. So, I want to play aggressive here because I let out the first bet. Obviously, I don't want him thinking that I missed something. Come on, you stupid. I'm going to put out a $5,000 bet, see what he does. We'll see if he missed or if he... Oh, he got a piece of that. All I got's the 5s. Ace, deuce. 3, 4, 5, 6. He finished out a straight. So he actually finished it on the turn. His re-raise could have indicated that he did complete the straight, like I said earlier. It was small enough that it kept me in the play. So good hand. Good hand on his part. Way to keep me going. Probably should have checked the river to see what he got. See what kind of bet I'm going to get. Can't believe he just called me on the river. He should have re-raised. 9-3 of hearts. Now I'm halfway into the bet. So, again, they're suited. Why not? Especially if I can get in for $100. Why not? That's not going to happen. Oh, no, it might. Thought that guy raised. I was wrong. But, anyway. So, obviously, what I'm saying is I'm already invested. In the big blind and the small blind, you're already invested to a point that if there's no raising pre-flop, and you got anything that resembles a hand here, call it for $100. Let it ride. Let's see what happens, you know? Obviously, right now, I've got Bubkiss. I got another back-ended straight draw. You know, anybody bets here, I'm folding. So, you know, but I'm, like I said, I'm already halfway invested. At that point, calling it for $100, you might as well call it and see what happens. Or you're going to lose the $100. I got to see the flop. Maybe something hit. Maybe something didn't. But if it did hit, I can now play the hand that way. If it didn't, I'm only $200 invested in this hand. Everybody else, and I'm already invested $100 in this hand. Everybody else put the full 200 in, so I'm going to fold myself out and say yay, so to speak. So we got a check raise too, guys. So what that is, this young lady right here to the left of me, she checked right behind me, all right? What she's doing is that she let somebody else act out and place a bet. She was protecting her hand. She doesn't want anybody knowing what she's got, but she wants to build a pot. So what she did was wait for it to come back around to her, and then she re-raised to put out to build the pot. Now you got people that are more invested in the pot. They're more than likely to call. So you're building a pot thinking you got the best hand. So let's see here. We got a 9. All right. Well, I got 2 pair now, but oh well. You know, again, I wasn't going to stick in with the 3, not with that kind of betting going on. Or a pair of 3s, I should say. Not with that kind of betting going on. But, sometimes you get lucky. I would have gotten lucky if it got checked all the way around. I can guarantee you if she checked raised me on that 3, though, or on that flop, I'd have folded anyway. Not enough there for me to call something like that. So now we've got people still betting, even though she's done a check raise before. She just calls in this instance, which is kind of weird. You'd have thought she might have done the same thing trying to build a pot still. She might be fairing something. She might have just given away the nut by letting people get a cheap look at the next card. But it's her play. She's showing that she's not that strong, guys. So I'm thinking she's got an 8. Maybe with a high card, like a paint with some paint. So your king, queen, jack, ace. Maybe she's got an 8-3, 10-8. Maybe she's got. Well, that would be the only things that really explain the check raise anyway. So let's see how this plays out. Did she just fold? Wow. Okay, well, apparently she knows she's beat. Of course, with a 10K re-raise in front of her, I would probably be like, yeah, that bluff didn't work. Weird. Come on, boys. Oh, she was all in. Maybe. Maybe not. Hey, get back here with my money, you little jerk. Okay. So now I am on what's called the button. I am representing the dealer. So after the pre-flop action, I will be the last one to act. So, oh, look, my favorite hand. 69 offsuit, baby. Hell yeah. Everybody's got a favorite hand, right? Well, guess what? Here we go. Hello there, Mr. Man. What you gonna do? You spend a lot of time contemplating your cards there. And we're gonna go ahead and give y'all, because I'm feeling. Whoa! Hey! Oops. I fucked up this hand. Come on, 69 offsuit. You failed me. The benefit about being on the button or being the dealer in this hand or in these games is I am the last one to act, so I get to watch what everybody else is going to do first and base my decisions off of that. It's one of the best. It is the best position you could be in when playing No Limit Hold'em, because again, now you see what everybody else does. You can base your actions off of what everybody's doing, just not the people that are in front of you. So see, like we got a $300 bet here. Now this is where it's going to get interesting. I'm $200 invested already. This guy just bet $300. We've got a full table. So that's 2 times what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 times or 2 times 9 is what? 180. 3, 6. 18, 17, 19. No. What I just did right there was I got $180 that I could have won in the pot, or there was $180 in the pot. Now we've got 300. We got 300 for 600. We got another 1,600 on a re-raise. So it's going to cost me $800 to call the next, or to call the seat of the next card. I'm only $200 invested. I've got nothing on the board. No reason for me to stay in that hand whatsoever. Unless if I was bluffing. Had I not chosen the wrong option pre-flop and raised it like I wanted to do, I probably would have re-raised it here to represent some strength in my bluff. I probably would have gotten screwed because I've got this guy going all in, though. So he's thinking he's got the best hand. We got a call. We got some stuff going on here. We got 3 people in action. There's the 5. That's kind of a blanker card, but it does put 2 spades on the table. We'll see what happens with these 3 that are still playing. Check, check. A lot of times when you're at a table, like, people will get weak and check this down just because somebody's all in. Don't ever do that. If you got the best hand, you know you've got the best hand, like this guy just did, bet it out. He put another 9K out there saying, I'm going to beat you guys. These guys are looking at their whole cards like, what can he have? Well, he's got a king something. Especially for a bet like that. This guy's going to shove all in because he thinks he's got something better than that. So we've got a king 8. All right. We've got king 10, and we've got 10-2. So 10-2 sucks out. That 10-2, well, he's second pair on the flop with no raises pre-flop. On the flop action, that guy probably shouldn't have stayed in that hand. He sucked out in the end by catching the 2 on the river. Just, yeah, that's kind of a rough play. Ace 10. Okay, we got a decent starting hand here. I'm not anywhere close to being in the blind or on the button right now. I am called what's out of position. I got nobody raising right now, but I got an ace 10. So we're going to bump this up a little bit. We're going to go $800. All right. My 2 hole cards, they're high. They're not suited. Would have been better if they were suited, meaning 2 spades, 2 clubs. But that's okay too. So we've got 2 callers. So 8 times 3, 8 times 4, 8 times 5 is what, 40? So we got $400 into the pot. All right, so now here's the beautiful part. I got all these guys to move out of the way and some of these guys to fold. I'm second to last to act. This guy bets out the same amount that I just bet out. So he's just kind of like, all right, let's see if this guy's full of shit or not. And we got a fold. We got Mr. Gamble over here that's a calling station, meaning he's going to call everything. I'm going to make him pay for that. I'm going to raise that 800 to 4.4K. I'm going to see who sticks around here. Not him. He's got a hand. And Mr. Chaser's gone away here. Oh my. So now I'm on what's called a draw. If I win this, if another spade comes down or an ace, it's big pot. Spade meaning a flush with the nut being the ace. You know what? Let's gamble it out and see what happens here. Ace 10, Queen Jack. So this guy's betting on a queen. Boom! Oh, I suck out. Damn it. Or I blow out. Damn it. Yeah, that's gambling, guys. It's going to happen. Especially when you gamble. But, you know, I was representing strength all the way through the hand. I couldn't stop representing strength because then he would know I was weak and try to come over the top of me. We're not going to have that. So, I was going to suck out if I made my hand, but I also invested myself too much to let the hand go. So, not the improper play. Didn't get the cards I needed. I would have needed, what? 3... there would have been, on that last card, 12 cards that would have made my hand. So 12 to 1 odds that I would have made my hand. With the amount that was in that pot, it was still a good call. The card just didn't fall the way I needed to. That's okay. You're not going to win every time. So we rebuy. We're going to hit this back up again. Look at this, guys. We got a lot of pre-flop action going on. So we got a lot of high cards, maybe a couple of pocket pair going on, maybe some good suited connectors going on. We got a 9 jack deuce, spade, diamond, heart. So let's see what happens. We got this guy shoving all in for 6K on a first to act. Let's see how everybody reacts to that. Got a fold. 6K is too much for him. 2.2 into 6. Yeah, no. Even if my card didn't hit on the flop for the 6K I'd invest, it's gonna be worth the call. So we got a call from the calling station. Again, this guy's gonna call down damn near anything. We got a jack 8 of hearts. We got top pair versus second pair. And we got the queen. So a single pair of jacks takes it down. And again, a calling station, guys, that's a guy that you're going to typically see on the table that's going to call everything straight down to the end. Unless if you've given him enough of a reason to not want to be in that hand anymore, he's going to stick with it and see what happens. They can be great because they can help you build pots, especially once you've identified who your calling stations are, who your conservatives are, and who your players are, you know. So we're going to go ahead. We're not really in the right position for this, but king 6 of spades. I got paint and I got spades. So let's see what we can muster here with no raises. Right now you can see we're 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 or 10, 12. So $120, $130, so $140 into the pot. Got a lot of players, a lot of diversity here. We got a jack 6 or 4 8 or 6 4 8. Sorry, I paired my sixes. I've got a single pair. I've got 3 people acting in front of me. So we've got a $300 bet. That's kind of a puny bet. Probably betting on his pair of 8s, or he's betting on the fact that he's got 2 hearts in his hand. Our calling station is folded. We've got 1 caller. I'm just going to call this for right now. I should probably come in more aggressive with second pair and a high kicker. Kicker being the king, because that king's, I got to play 5 cards, and right now I only have 2. So that's the river. Here comes the turn. We got a 10 of diamonds. 10 of diamonds. I don't really see that as helping anybody. Didn't help him, that's for damn sure. Here we go. Time to play my second pair, or now my third pair. We'll go 1.2K. See what everybody else does here. That 10 might have helped some people. I'm not going to lie. You know, if they're holding on for dear life. Like a 7-9 would be a great hand right now. That guy's got a little piece of something. That guy don't. What's this guy going to do? Just call me. So he's waiting on hearts. He wants a heart to fall. And we got a queen. So let's see what everybody does here. Oh, wait a minute. It's my turn to act. So you know what? I'm still going to represent that I've got a strong hand. I want to push people out of here that didn't make their hands. I want to take down this pot without having to show my cards. So 3K, probably not the strongest bet going into a 15K pot, but probably should have bet more around like 8K. Fucking really. That's just bad luck right there. Caught the queen on the river to beat me. Tis what it is. All right. 410, first to act, so I'm 1 in front of the big blind. Junk hand. I don't want to invest anything in this hand right now, so we're going to go ahead and fold this away. And we've got Miss Tech here joining us to say hello.
Hello.
Why, hello there, sweetie. How was your day?
Oh, pop in here and watch, so maybe I can learn a thing or two.
Okay. Well, I'm happy you're here. I'd be happy to teach you something. I'm getting hit on the river and losing hands here because people are not respecting my bets right now. But that's okay. That's just the name of the game. So I will admit I'm probably a little rusty too. So, all right, guys. So again, here we are. We got the big blind being called all the way around. We got one raiser, raising it up to 1,000. So 3 times the big blind, 2, 4, 6 is usually a good one. 1,000's a little high, so he's probably either representing that he's got paint or he's got a good pocket pair. Again, pocket pair meaning that he's got two of the same cards: 2 9s, 2 8s, 2 7s, 2 kings, 2 aces in the pot. And then we've got a call. And then we've got our wonderful lady that loves to check raise to the left of me here, that just raised it up another $1,000. Original caller for the 200 called for the 2.1K. We got one guy thinking he's invested for $200, so it's worth it to him. So we got some good starting hands on the table so far. We'll see how this guy feels down here in the corner. He seems to be a bit of a timid player. Probably likes reading his hands. He's proving actually to be a different type of a calling station, so he likes to see the flop a lot. That is another version of a calling station. Is guys that'll keep on investing money into a hand just because they want to see those first 3 cards. By the way, if you haven't noticed, our other guy sitting to the right of me, that's the regular calling station. He's wow, that sucks. Anyway, he's slowing down because he's lost some money there. Now, the guy on the small blind betting first. Surprised he put a bet out considering that lady check raised one time already. So 1.2 he bets. Of course, she's going to re-raise. So she's probably looking at some high cards. Probably got pocket pair, high pocket pair. I'm going to say, or some good paint going on here. Probably looking at an open-ended flush draw right now. We got 2 folders. Our one guy goes all the way in for his $19,000. So I'm thinking he's either on a strong flush draw. So he's got the king of diamonds or he's got the ace of diamonds, or clubs, sorry, in his hands. We got a queen 9, so top 2 pair. 10-7, we got an open-ended straight draw. King 7, we got Bubkiss. And King 7, we still have Bubkiss. So they've got the, oh, that blows. That blows. Oh, that blows. That's what we call sucking out, people. That's what we call sucking out. Anyway, it happens. It happens. Wow. Oh, stop throwing a fit. You guys should have never went all in with those hands anyway. And you know it. Whatever. Alright, so now I am the big blind. So again, big blind, meaning I'm already invested in this hand for $200. Again, to sight action. We start with our 2 hole cards, which I got a 6 deuce or 6-2 offsuit because my suits aren't matching down there. So far, we've got a bunch of calls. So if nobody raises, I will have the option to motherfucker. Oh, this guy's pissed because of the last hand. So he just went all in for the last of his money because he don't care. He's like, whatever. I'm going to double it up or I'm going home, so to speak, or pre-buy. So for $804, he goes all in. I wish I had something other than a 6-2. I'd call him right now. We got a fold. We got a call from the dealer. Small blind, it's $704 to him. To stay invested. He is our calling station. Of course he calls. It's $604 to me to call. But again, guys, if you stick into a hand where somebody's gone all in on tilt and all you've got is a 6-2, you deserve to lose your money. So I'm going to fold this hand out. 6-2, you have no chance of making a hand. You need 3 cards to make a straight. So 3, 4, 5. You're going to be chasing that down. And you're going to invest a lot of money in a hand that you've only got about 9, or I'd say 8-1 odds on. So, unless if you had these guys re-raising, and they what's called value bet you into the pot because there's too much money in the pot for you to let it go, Ain't no reason for you to be here. So here we go. Let's see what happens. We got our first actor. We got a check from our calling station. We got another check. People are being nice here. The 2 10s and the king probably scaring people. Thinking this guy's got a king, maybe a weak king like a king 5. We'll have to see. We've got a call, so this guy's probably got a king, or he's got 2 diamonds in his hand. Realistically, 2 diamonds from him. This guy over here calls the 13K. He's been kind of a conservative player, so we'll have to see what happens. All right, we got 2 all-in bets now. And we got a jack. So this opens up the world to a straight draw now. Because we go queen 9, we go queen ace. For a straight draw, we still, or for a straight, we still have that flush draw out there. The 2 10s. Somebody's playing with a pocket kings or pocket jacks. Could be looking at a full house. More than likely, you're looking at a pair or a 2 pair. So somebody's got a king or a jack in their hand. Still a lot of people in this hand. And we got a 7. 7 is ultimately going to be a blank card. It's not going to help or hurt anybody here. And that is a big-ass $104,000 pot. 10-9. So we got trips. So we got 2 people with 10s. So we got 3 10s on the board. Everybody's got busted straight draws. That guy didn't have anything. We knew he was on tilt. Weird bet with the 10-9 clubs. Oh well. That's no limit, so yeah. Alright, so now we're in the small blind. We're $100 invested in this hand. Woo woo. And we have 8 queen. Not a small hand, not a bad hand, not a good hand. In the small blind, if I can get away with a small raise, if somebody raises and they raise small, I might play it. If nobody raises and everybody calls and I can bet into it for just $100 more, of course I'm going to see it. Like I said earlier, I'm halfway invested in this hand already. So I'm going to get away with just calling 100 depending on what the big blind does. If she checks, great. So we've got, what, 4 people? 10, 7, 3. Not really helping me at all here. Again, I'm free rolling right now. I was $100 invested already, so I ain't got nothing. I really don't feel like dumping any cash into this hand. So I'm going to see what the co-players do here. Now, they all checked. Now the board pairs with a 3. Everybody checked last hand, so they didn't have a piece of that. I've got a queen and a pair of 3s right now, basically, and an 10-8 kicker. So my kicker being the 10. Let's put a... See what they do when I bet out here. I doubted if that 3 helped any of them. She's going to call me. She's probably got paint in her hand too. Just wants to see the river because it was small enough to keep her enticed. Same with him. And that guy folds because nothing panned out to him. Oh, never mind. That was a raise to 2K. Yeah, he called me on my bluff. I'm out. If everybody just called or nobody called, then I'm looking to steal the hand with that. I got nothing. He's representing that he's got something. If he doesn't, he's bluffing me better than I'm bluffing him. She's in a conundrum because she thinks she's got a hand worthwhile here still. Don't know. Maybe she's got a 7? I guess I should. Damn it. Yeah. She's got a 7 or a 10, I'm thinking. She's got a 10. King 3. Trips. Slow. So that is what we call slow walking, everybody. He didn't hit it, or he hit his hand on the flop, and he did nothing. He waited for people to bet out at him. And then, wow, that just cleared the table. Then once he realized he's got the best hand, he took control of the table again. All right, King Ace. There's a great starting hand. We're going to bump this guy up a bit. We're going to go $800. Make you holla, make you holla. See if they can get this guy in. I want my money back. Ace King are the top two cards, obviously. The only thing better than Ace King is going to be Pocket Pair. So, I got one caller. I got one guy that doesn't know what he wants to do, so he's probably got a halfway deep. Never mind, no, he doesn't. Not good enough to keep him in. And we got two callers here. So now we're going to go to the flop. Again, that's the first three cards coming down. We got a Jack, an Ace, and a 6. Now, I'm going to do the same thing this dude just did to me. I hit my top pair. He just let out to me for $500. I don't want him to know that I have an ace in my hand right now. So I'm not going to re-raise him here. I am literally going to just call him. Let him think that I'm afraid of that ace right now, so I can entice him to bet me some more. That could have backfired if he's playing King Queen right now. But the board's obscured, so there's no flush draws. So he's betting 4K into me. Got this guy sitting over here, the big winner. Oh, he folds out. I'm just going to call again because I want him to think that he's got me beat. I'm pretty sure right now I got him beat. But let's see what the last card is. So I got aces and tens with a jack or with a king. So right now I do believe I've got the best hand. He's not raised a large amount to scare me. I'm going to push all my chips in. He's going to call me, and let's see what he's... The only thing that's going to beat me right now is if he's got a jack. Nope. Daddy takes it down, baby. So as you saw right there, my hand... Oh, he had ace deuce. So he was playing with an ace. His kicker was just less than mine. My king was higher than his, so I took down the hand. Wow. I just scared two people off the table. That's not good. Best way to value out your hand is when you know you've got the nut, swing for the fences. Ace King, now we got it in diamonds. So again, we're going to bet out. We'll go $800 again. See if we can keep these three jabroons in the hand. Oh, no, this guy's had enough. And I would, you know, if I go on a streak like this and I get two hands with high hand, my next hand, even if it's low, I'm going to bet the same anyway, just to see if I can push people out because they're tired of my shit. But these guys might all fold out. Nope, I got one caller. All right, so this is what's called heads-up action. I've got the ace-king. We got a king 6-10. He's going to be first to act. He's going to check to see what I want to do. I'm actually going to bet this time. We're going to do a little bit different because I don't want this guy catching cards on me. But I'm going to keep it small enough that I'm not saying I got the nut here, that I might have a piece of it. You might be wise to think about what cards are in your hand. He thinks he's got something going here. We're going to let him keep thinking that. The 5's a blank. Yeah, it's another spade, but all right, let's see here. Is there 6, 10, 5? He's holding on to something weak. Let's check this one. I'm checking right now to make him think my king's not that strong and he might have me. 2's a blanker, so unless if he's playing with 3, 4, in which case I'm going to kick his ass. Now we're going to let's tell him get out the way and give me my pot. Yep. No, I don't show my cards to people, sorry. So he was holding on thinking his 10s were good, which is fine. That's fine. So, no, stay here. Let me win my money. Little bastard. Alright. So, alright, now I'm in the big blind. We're three-way action. There's 3 people on the table still. I got a 5-9. I'm in the big blind. I'm going to let them think my good run of cards is still going right now. And I'm going to raise it. Even though 5-9 is junk, as we discussed the last time I had this hand. Push the guy on the button out of the way. Because he's like, I'm getting tired of this. I'm stepping out. I ain't got nothing to fight with this guy with. Got this guy on a check. I know how he plays. He is a conservative player. So I'm going to make it a... We'll go $1,400 bet. And we're going to see if he stays on for that or not. I'm hoping he's got junk and he just wanted to see the flop. He might call me, though. Let's see what happens. Oh, maybe he's got... Oh, no. Queen Jack 4. Do I keep my bluff going on here? I'm going to bluff him again and see what he does. That was about half my stack, so if he wants to play, he's going to have to invest. Okay, that's a call. Paired my 5s. He might have me beat here. He might be working with a weak jack. Considering he raised me, but he didn't re-raise me once I came back at him. 5.2k. No, I'm going to bully him because I want my pot. Go 15k. What I just did was tell him, listen, if you're going to call this, I want you to know when the river comes down, I'm going all in. And he called me. Oh, that might have just counterfeited my shit. If he's got that jack, I'm screwed. God damn it. Let's see what he's got. Yeah. Okay, so maybe I'm not going to post this on YouTube because I'm playing like shit.
Oh no!
Yeah. That was a bad read on that hand. I got cocky and I got myself stuck with a 9 to 5. I got myself stuck with Dolly Parton. Yeah, I do. They when you have 9-5, they named it the Dolly Parton hand because it's after her song. I'm working 9 to 5.
Oh, wow, I never knew that.
Yeah. Especially when it's, I think it has to be diamonds, but yeah. So. So one thing I'm going to bring up right now, guys, because you just saw that I just played a horrible hand. A lot of people will let that affect them. They'll get pissed off because they just lost a lot of money. The word that they use for that in the poker world is tilt. All right. Now, I can allow myself to get really pissed off about that hand. I know I'm getting pissed off at myself, but the next hand that I can play, I can overinvest and play too hard. In which case, any good player is going to look at it and be like, yeah, he did something stupid, now he's pissed. I've seen people lose big dollar tournaments because they've gone on tilt and overplayed the next hand and let their emotions get the best of them. It's very important, whether you win or lose, that you remain calm all the way through. All right, you don't need to give these players any sort of information about how you're playing. That's what they call them, are tells. If I have a nervous tick in my eye because I've got high hands, if my hands shake when I've got a really good starting hand, that's all being watched by good poker players on the table. All right, and those are giveaways saying I gotta get out of this guy's way because he's showing me that he's got a strong hand. Again, 8-3. If I was on tilt, I would overbet that hand. I'm not. I'm teaching here, so I'm going to teach you the right thing. It's not worth playing. 8-3, you're not going to make any sort of hand with that. There's no reason for me to be in this. The button is on the guy with the glasses. Small blind's the guy with the black hat, and the big blind's the lady over here. I am considered what's out of position to be playing this hand. Unless if I had paint in my hand, so king, queen, king, jack, queen, jack, jack, ace, or any high pocket pair, there's no reason for me to be in this hand. All right, and even with the flop like that, so you know we got 8-2-4 for a flop. I've got a 3, so I've got ace 2, 3, 4. I have a one-sided straight draw. I need a 5 to make a straight draw. The bad thing is, a straight draw is a great hand, but there's only 4 5s in that deck. So, in a deck of 64 cards. I need 4 cards. Those cards are buried. I'm probably not going to make my hand. And that's what we call deck odds. Or deck calculation, sorry. So, things to remember, you know. Now, if I had an 8-3 of clubs, it might be worth it to stay in the hand because I've got a straight draw. And then I would also have the flush draw with the clubs. But, again, I don't. So, if I was playing at this hand, realistically, with the bet of $5,000 from this guy over here, I would need to fold to get out of the way. Got another 4 that came up. It's a blanker. It's a diamond. So if he's playing with 2 diamonds, I could be getting myself in trouble. I don't know why he would be at this point. His bet represents that he's on a straight draw, or he's on a flush draw, or he's got an ace. He's got the guy betting into him now, and he just calls. I'm thinking he's on a draw. Oh my God, okay. Well, that just defies everything I just said. Motherfucker. 52. I said 64, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
I said 64. I meant 52. Sorry, guys. I do. I'm going to drink some more energy drink right now. So this guy was probably drawn out and caught his straight. One of them did. 7s. Aces. The guy with the 7s is a fucking idiot. He should have slowed down on the flop when he saw how that came down. Oh well. Not me. Not the way I would have played it. Jack Ace. Alright, we got good starting cards here. Even though we're out of position, we got high cards. We got what's called paint. We got an ace and a jack. Woo. So, I'm probably going to stick with this pre-flop no matter what happens raise-wise. Because I do have high cards here. And I'm going to be playing this hand after the flop. What's this guy? Alright, he went all in for $20,000. Fold, call, $40,200 in the pot. $40,400 in the pot. Ace Jack. You know what? Now I'm going to sit here and watch why I should have played this hand. Ace Queen. I'm beat by the Ace Queen. I'm not beat by the King 10 of clubs. Although we got clubs on clubs here. So 6, 8, 5. We got nothing for a flop. Ace Queen is in the lead right now. We got a Jack. So I would have had a pair of Jacks. And a 3. So we got another blanker. High card wins. That was a lot of bet for King 10. King 10's a moderate starting hand. I don't know if I would have gone all in with that. It was enough to push me out, though. Alright, Ace Jack. Now we got clubs. And I am first to act. So I'm going to represent some strength here now. I'm going to give my nice little $800 raise. 3 times the big blind. Actually, 3.5 times the big blind. Good way to figure out a raise pre-flop for you guys. 3 times the big blind is usually enough to entice action. And it's enough to let people know that you got a good starting hand. So, obviously I pushed 4 people out. I've got Ace Jack of clubs. I got a club on the board. Really don't have anything. I'm going to project my strength still, though, because everybody saw me bet. We did 800, so now we're going to do 1,600. It's double what my last big bet was. I'm going to make these guys think a little bit, see if they want to stay in the hand with that queen sitting right there and me raising. We got a call. This guy with the glasses is proven to be a calling station as well. We got the 5 of diamonds. We got 3 diamonds now. Technically speaking, I should slow myself down because there is the possibility of a flush draw on the board. He checks. He might be trying to check raise me. I don't have anything here right now. I have to check that hand. Let's see what he does. He checks 2. Everybody's fearing the flush draw. 2's a blank. Let's see what happens. He checks again. I'm going to bet this. It's the fact that they both checked me on the turn, or 4th Street, when that diamond came out. They might be afraid of that diamond. We got a fold, and I take down the hand. You got to watch people's betting strategies. That's really the biggest thing that I could tell anybody. The way they were checking, they were chasing cards. Maybe they had a pair of queens with a low kicker. Maybe they were hoping for one more diamond to come down. Maybe they had a 6, thinking that might win. But the way I bet it, it just got them to think that it's not worth it to me to stay in this hand, not for the amount that he's betting for. So even with just ace high, I took down that pot. All right, now we got a queen 6. We're in the big blind. I am $200 in the pot already, so if I want to see the flop, I get the chance to see it for free. We're going to go ahead and check, because queen 6 ain't anything for a good starting hand. I think that's Phil Hellmuth's favorite starting hand, or one of them. No, his is queen 10, I'm sorry. And this is why I don't like playing cards like this, guys. Now I got top pair, but I've got a 6, which means 7 and higher. If somebody else has a queen with a 7 or higher, they got me beat. Now I'm feeling like being a little aggressive here, so I'm going to bet it out with my top pair. See if I can get people to fold out, possibly take this pot down small. But I also have to be aware there's 2 hearts on the board. Anybody with a 3rd heart or 2 hearts, they're going to want to draw out to see if they can hit their flush. Anybody with a queen in their hand right now is probably going to call me to see if they can improve their hand. And that's what's going on. So this guy's on a flush draw, or he's got a queen. So 7 of diamonds does nothing for me. 9-10 would beat me. We're still drawing. I'm going to try and make this guy go away now, because if he is drawing, he's going to pay for it. And he is drawing, I'm thinking. Either that or he's queen weak. He's got a low queen. And hey, great news. I hit my 2 pair. The way this guy's been playing, though, he's got them hearts. I'm still going to bet out at him, because in case if he didn't hit it, I want to take down the pot. If he did hit it, he's going to re-raise me. Nope. Okay. There you go. Daddy's getting his swing back. Wait. So now I am on what's called the button again, so I'm going to be the last one to act after the flop. I'm acting as the dealer this time. Because we had some people go away. The blinds are a little messy. We've got 2 small blinds and 1 big blind. Thing I need to remember, and the thing you need to remember, is now I get the last chance to act. Plus, I'm 50% invested in seeing what the flop is. So if there were no raises, it would have only cost me $100 more. We do have a $100 raise here, or $2,000 raise, so it's $1,900 for me to call this hand. I'm going to call this hand only because this is called a suited 1-gapper. So offsuit 1-gapper. 10-8. They're close together. It's a moderate ranking of a hand. Calling this $2,000 bet, I get to see the flop. Plus now, because I'm on the button, I get to watch everybody else's action before I have to act. So if there's a ret, or if that idiot just went all in, I'm not calling any further. For 2K, it was worth it to me to see if maybe I can get a straight going here. There's nothing on the board. I'm offsuit. I've got 1 heart, so I've got to catch 2 runners to catch my hearts. There's no reason for me to call $27,000 into a $6,000 pot. So, sir, way to take it down. You're 5'10". Yeah. Okay. He just wanted to win some money. Alright, so now one behind the button. We got 6-7, so we've got a offsuit connector. Connector means I've got two cards that connect, so 6-7. So I got two cards to a straight that connect, so I just need three more cards. I got no raising going on right now. I am one off the button. So you guys know, usually here I would probably raise to try and get the button to fold so I can be the last to act again. Because I'm offsuit, if I was suited, I would do that. Because I'm offsuit, my odds are lesser because I don't have the flush draw I could be chasing too. Plus, I'm kind of glad that I didn't raise because that guy just popped at 5K. So let's see here. We've got two in for 5K, so that's 10K. Got a re-raise to 16K. Holy shit. I'm about to get valued into this hand. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Nope, nope, nope. Fold that fucker. If I was suited, I would probably call here because I have a lot of outs to make my hand. There's a lot of cards in that deck to make my hand. Being offsuit, I've got lesser cards. I've got a raise and a re-raise and two call or a raise call, re-raise call, call. So that's a lot of moolah to be pushing around for not having every possible out that I need for that hand. Again, an out is the number of cards in the deck that are left in the deck to make your hand. So if I was suited, I could have made a flush draw. I could have made a straight draw because I've got the connectors. I could have made two pair. I could have made a pair. Could have ran out to see if I can get trips or basically three of a kind. So there's some options there. Without having the option for the flush, I just don't want to stick around for $16,000. We got a lot of crazy bets going on here. We got Queen Jack, Jack 5, Queens, and the flush steals it away. Runner. Yep, runner to get a flush draw. So he had no reason to be in that hand. He caught two running cards. Actually, if it was my hand, I would have played it down the same way. Paint pre-flop, no real betting. Yeah. Now, this is about the smallest hand that I would ever start with. A6. If you're just starting into the game, A6, you're not going to get beaten by a lot of the 6, or anything above a 6 is going to beat you. But there's still a lot below you that you can still beat. With a low kicker like that, anything lower than a 6 though while you're starting out, just so you can see cards and see hands, I would say stay away from the small hands, like the bullshit stuff, like your 2-3, 3-5-7, so 3 or 5-6-7, 5-6-7. So I have 3 to a straight. I still got my ace high. I got 2 checks, no pre-bet action. Yeah, I'll check. See if I can see a free card. So right now, a 4 is going to make my straight. 2 running cards will make my straight. I can still catch an ace. Don't really want to catch a 6 because that might complete somebody else's straight. And everybody checks, so nobody's got shit right now. Board pairs a 3. She checks before the card comes down, which means she's just free rolling right now. Another check. I think he's free rolling too. Yeah, the guy with glasses in the big blind, so she's $200 invested. He was $200 invested. I can't. There's 4 4s in that deck that make my hand. I'm 4-1 on my odds. On such a small pot, there's no reason for me to be there. You know, if the pot was bigger, maybe, because I got the ace for a kicker if I pair. But, nah. We get a 2. So, see? There we go. No hearts in my hand. I'm not losing any money. I invested minimum to see things. I'm hoping this gets called down so I can see what this guy all of a sudden just started swinging for the fences for. Because I really don't know, unless he's got a 3 in his hand and he was just free riding it. Queen 10, so nothing. Queen 5. Okay. So he slow walked the queen or the 5, thinking there were other things out there that could beat him. Not a bad way to play. I can't say I would have called it all the way down that way, but that's just me. Guess that guy didn't like the way the table was playing. Seven five offsuit, first to act pre-flop. I'll be third to act post-flop. It's a nothing hand, guys. There's no reason to be in it. Don't invest your money in a hand that's not going to give you the most options to win. The best thing I can tell you. Especially, you see, now we've already got guys betting out. In an aggressive table, what you'll see is a lot of pre-flop action. You're going to see a lot of raising and re-raising. A lot of bluffing going on. And then they're going to play the hand out after the flop. Probably still see a lot of raising or re-raising. Did that guy just drink his candle? Whatever. But again, so we've got the flop coming down. Queen's 8 deuce. Or 10-8 deuce, sorry. Again, still a good call on my part for folding that hand out. With a raise in front of me. Or behind me. Because I would act, but then he would act. I got one person acting in front of me that's already let out a bet. You know, I mean, I'm not sad about that at all. So, all right, so here I am in the big blind again. Pocket nines. Pocket pair are always a good way to start a hand because you're starting with a pair. Not too many times will the other people in the table have pocket pair as well. You could pretty much look at it as I've got the best hand starting right now. If nobody else raises when it gets around to me, then I know I've got the best starting hand. I might be going up against people that have like paint, but still, pre-flop, I got the best starting hand. I'm going to bet this out. I'm going to bet this out 1K. Because I want these guys to pay to stay. Is it worth the extra $800 to you to stay in this hand? Really got to think of it if you're playing with like 9-5, 7-3, 7 deuce. Which 7 deuce, by the way, is the worst starting hand in poker. Alright, so I'm on a flush draw with my 9. There's 2 cards on the table that beat me. I got my small blind checking. I got 2 people behind me. I want to represent strength here. So I'm going to raise it. And I'm not going to let these guys get a free card. They're going to have to think about what they want to do. That guy folded out. He doesn't like all the red on the table. I got one guy calling me. The other guy folding, other guy folding. So, I'm in a heads up. This guy might have a heart in his hand, and he might have an ace. So we got 9s and 10s with an ace kicker right now. Let's see if he does anything with this. I'm going to give him a free go. Oh. Alright, so I completed my flush draw for a 9. Now I have to worry about a jack, a queen, or a king of hearts. My hand's no longer the 2 pair. It is a flush drive or flush. I'm going to go ahead and bet this big. If he's got something smaller than a 9, he's going to think about folding it right about now. He might keep it if it's an 8, but hey, winner, winner, chicken dinner. I really wish you would show me his cards. Damn. Oh well. So he probably had like an 8 or less of hearts in his hand. And he's waiting for a heart to come out. I got lucky in that part because my heart was bigger than his heart. All right, King Jack offsuit. We're going to be in the small blind, so I'm half invested in the hand already. If there's no raises, it's only going to cost me $100 to see the flop. Or I could be a dick because I'm in the small blind. So I'm going to be the first to act after that. I've got paint in my hand, so I'm going to go ahead and pump this up $800. Let them know that I've got a good hand, or good starting hand. Make them all think, even though they're already invested. I'm only asking them to invest $700 more. I got a lot of room to grow, but so do they right now. But I'm basically, all I'm doing by that raise is building a pot. All right, so here we go. We're 5.6K into a hand. We got an ace, queen, 6. So that kind of sucks for me because I've got one side of a straight draw. I got to catch runner, runner for a flush. I bet big last. I'm going to keep that action going. Representing my strength here. We'll see if we can push some people out of the hand because maybe they're afraid of the ace or the queen or the 2 hearts. That guy wants to see if he can catch a heart. Maybe catching a heart. Maybe he's got a weak queen or weak ace. Wow, I didn't scare any of these guys away. Well, I scared one away. Okay. So, now, here's the hard part, guys. I can't represent weakness now. I have to raise this hand again. Otherwise, I'm going to give somebody a free look and a free chance to catch a card. Right now, I've got nothing. But if I can make these guys think about continuing to play, if they're drawing to a heart, or if they don't have, like, ace-king or king-queen, that bet should be enough to get them to be like, let me think about this for a minute. So this guy might be drawn. And I hit my straight draw. So, there's no flush draw on the board anymore. We're going to go ahead and bet. I should have bet 10K, but my finger slipped. Sorry. And he didn't hit, so he's going to fold. I'm not going to show my hand this time. Sorry. So there we go. Alright. I'm on the button now. Usually there's a lot of trash talking going on a table. Alright, this is a suited connector, guys. 8-7. They're connected by the number. They're suited connector because they're both hearts. I'm on the button, so I get to be last to act after the flop comes down. I've got a ton of outs. There's a bunch of cards in the deck that can better my hand at this point. With no raises, I'm going to call. Usually when you're on the button like this with a hand like that, you might want to put it in for a small raise. I want to keep players in. See if I can build a pot if my hand improves. Plus, nobody thinks that I'm on a streak or I've got big cards. So I hit my 7. I've got second pair with a weak kicker because my kicker is queen 8 right now. Best 5 cards make your hand. Don't forget. At the end of the game, you have to play 5 cards no matter what. You know what? Let's put a feeler out there. We'll put an $800 feeler out there. See if anybody wants to play or if everybody missed. Or if somebody was trying to hide strength. But I've already paired my cards. I could be going up against a weak queen. We'll see. Got 2 callers. Those 2 have been pretty much calling stations all night, so didn't force anybody away. So now we've got a king. So now I got 2 cards showing that are going to beat my hand. I could be looking at somebody that's holding on trying to collect a flush. He likes that king. We went from an $800 bet to a 3.2K bet. We've got that. We've got 2 folds. He's betting enough to get me to call him. Even with just the 7s, there's enough money in the pot, and I've invested enough in the pot that I need to call here, and I need to see the river. Regardless of what Shamrock Boy does right here, if he stays in, that's more money for me to say I need to see the river. It's going to be a suck out, but no, it's only a 4. So, okay, my hand didn't improve here. Shamrock Boy doesn't have anything. He checks. Guy leads out with 6.4K now. I have no chance of winning. I'm going to go ahead and muck. There's too much money and too many cards that could have made a better hand for me to want to go away, though. Playing that hand the exact same way that I just did, I think it's 8 out of 10 times you're going to better your hand and win the pot. Might be 7 out of 10. King Deuce of Hearts. If I wanted to bluff, if I didn't have so many loose characters on the table, I might bluff this hand. I've got Shamrock Boy that likes to see cards, but can play hard. I've got our guy with the glasses here that's likes to see cards and plays a good post-flop game. I've got Baldy over here that's pretty much a calling station. I got the Cowboy that's a calling station. And I've got the Englishman over here that's a calling station. The guy with the Picard cut on us here and the really nice Hawaiian shirt, he's playing tight. He's not seeing too many hands, so he's playing higher cards. And he's getting out when his hands don't improve. So he's a tight player. So I'm going to be weary when he stays in a pot because he might kick my ass. Or he's going to dominate anybody once his hand improves. So, here we go. Let's see how this plays out. 5 ace 9. We got to shove all in because this guy had next to no money. And basically, the bet for 3.4 was going to push him half of his stack anyway. Ooh, Mr. Hawaiian shirt calls. He's got a bit of something. Almost want to call the guy with the glasses a whale. He likes spending money. But he's not. When he wins big. But when he loses big. I'm surprised Hawaiian guy checked it down. Our whale over here has no hand whatsoever. He was enthralled by the size of the pot. Ooh, Hawaiian. I'd fold. I don't know how that's gonna ace 3. Yep, 2 pair. Like I said, Hawaiian shirt guy's playing tight. He's playing his cards. Ace 6. Oh, Hawaiian shirt guy got counterfeited. Aces and 5s with a 9 kicker. 9's. He only getting half the stack because the kickers. His second card doesn't play because the rest of the cards on the table were higher. So instead of winning the whole pot like he should have, he only won half. Still, decent pot. I wouldn't say no. 8-3, another junk hand. And we're still out of position. The guy with the glasses is on the button. New guy's on the small blind. Cowboy's on the big blind. I got no reason to be in the hand, so we're going to fold it away. Folded his hand on a button. He must have had a really crappy hand. Everybody afraid of the ace? Yeah. So what? You got queen, maybe ace deuce, ace four, ace three, whatever it is. It ain't above ace six. Maybe queen high. Possibly queen high. Fold, non-contested. Yeah, nobody had shit on that hand. Okay. Oh, Baldilocks number 2 is leaving. All right. Here we go again. Jack 9, moderate hand to start with. I'm 1 from the big blind. I'm offsuit. I'm feeling a little gamble right now. Let's see what happens. Shamrock Boy folds. Four Eyes folds. Well, he must be getting tired of being beat. And new guy goes all in for 20 grand. We got Cowboy in for 20 grand. 40 grand. $40,000. 42. 43. So $40,300 into the pot. I got Jack 9. An offsuit 1 gapper. It's for no. King Queen. Ace 7. Ace 7 and you shove all in? Okay. Whatever. May you be beat horribly. Don't let him win with a high card of ace. Oh, man. Lucky motherfucker. Right there. Ace 7. Wow. I'd have raised. I don't think I'd have gone all in, though. That's a ballsy play. No, and I'll be excited about that. All right, so now I'm in the big blind here. I got 8-5. 8-5, so 85. 85 bottles of beer on the wall. 85 bottles of beer. You take one down and pass it around. 84 bottles of beer on the wall. You know what happens when you only have 84 bottles of beer on the wall now? Not a goddamn thing. Because it's shit. You need more beers on the table that you can drink. Just like you need better cards on the table so you can play. However, nobody's raising right now. I'm already invested for $200. So I get a free look at the flop, and I'm going to take it. I mean, okay, I'll check too. I'm not going to bet with nothing with that kind of a crap hand. And everyone checks all the way around. Let's see if my hand improves at all here. Nope. Yeah, actually it just did. I'm on a flush, or there's 3 to a flush. I'm on a flush draw and a straight draw. Let's see if we can put a bet out here and just kind of win this pot real quick. Nobody else is betting, so let's see what happens. So I need a 6, a jack, or a club. 6, jack, or club. Wow, everybody's stuck in except for... I got a re-raise to 1.6k. Can't really... I could re-raise this and maybe force the 2 callers out. Nah. I got a feeling they'd stick. So, we'll call, let the pot build. See if I hit my card. If not, I did not hit my card at all. So 8-5, 10-9, 8-7. I needed a 6, a jack, or a club. Yeah, I'm out. It's okay though. $1,600 on a hand with a lot of outs like that, not bad at all. I do that too many times, I'll win more times than I lose. 2 pair. Wow. Okay, Hawaiian boy. All right, small blind. What do we get? 9-10 offsuit. Okay, that's a playable hand. I wish it was suited. Again, suited gives me more outs, but again, not a big deal. With this table, if there's no pre-flop action, I'm calling for half price. Why not? Lots of ways that hand could go. But now we have a 2K, so let's see here. We got 4,500. What? Huh. Mr. Hawaiian's turning into a bit of a calling station here. 9K. I'm going to call it. At least for the flop. I want to see what the flop says. What? Holy fucking shit. We got another re-raise. And we got a full table. Oh, what are the odds on this one? Oh, this hurts, this hurts, this hurts. I gotta call it. I don't want to, but I have to. There's too much money in the pot to let it go. Ha! I'm on an inside straight draw. Great. Inside means I need 1 card on the inside to make my hand. There are 4 cards that make my hand. We got an all-in. We got an all-in. It's going to cost me another 12K to call this. It cost me 14K to call this. If it was the outside... Fuck. Jack 7, nothing. Jack 7, nothing. Ace 8, trips. Ace 9. Pocket 10s. Come on, Jack. There's 2 jacks out of the pot, though. Ho! Money, money, baby. On a suck out. Draw to the inside. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I just cracked the table. Nice. Don't make that call for yourselves. That was very stupid. No, it wasn't. There was enough money on the table. I should have called. I was investing a small amount to win a much larger amount. It was a good call. All right, Queen 10 of diamonds. So we're a suited 1 gapper. No, that's a suited 2 gapper. I'm sorry. No, 1 gapper. Do I wanna? For 20K? Why not? Okay, so 2 pairs with Queen Kicker. And he's going all in on me for 4K. Alright, I'll do it. Ace King, good for you. Pocket 5s. Ace 3. as of right now, ace. If an ace comes out at all, nice, nice. All right. God, I wish that was real money.
Yeah, I feel that.
All right, where am I at? So I'm not on the button right now. I'm one off the button with a 7-6 offsuit. Everyone's on tilt right now because I just took down 3 hands straight. Nobody's raised. Let's see if I can see a cheap flop here. Offsuit 1 gapper. Why not? Does this guy get a knock? Yep, we got a knock. So knock means he's checking. He's not going to re-raise there. Got a whole bunch of nothing on that. I got red. There's 1 heart on the board. Anybody puts a bet out on this, I'm folding. Of course, if nobody puts a bet out on that, I'll get a free look at a card. But not even worth it for $600. Yeah, we're going to fold. Get myself out the way because that hand's not going to improve at all. I'd have to catch a jack 8 to make my hand, or a running 7-6. Running 7-6 would mean that both the turn and the river, I would have to have cards that catch to make my hand. And at this point, if I was more invested or if the cards were suited, I'd definitely have to fold out. And this guy shoves. Oh my God. This is the problem with no limit Texas Hold'em. Is at any point in time you can go all in with the best or the worst hand. Doesn't matter. You call yourself all in. You're putting your chips all in. You're forcing everybody else to think about investing that kind of money on one hand. And it could be the right decision to make, but you're still investing a ton of money on that hand. And you will sit there and watch people crack because that's a rent or a mortgage, car payment sometimes. A6. We're going to play it. I mean, we're 2 off the button. So we're not really in position to play it. If it was suited, I'd feel better. But it's anything higher than a 6, I'm going to get beat if an ace comes out. But, you know, we got 3 folds. This is what makes that all-in thing kind of annoying. It is what it is, though. Good job, dude. Way to win. All right, so I'm still off. Yeah, not even worth trying to play that hand, so we're not gonna. When you have low cards like that, there's so many cards out there that can beat you in the deck. All of a sudden, you could be playing those low cards and you get a piece of it and you get valued in because there's enough money in the pot to keep you valued into it, and you're stuck. It goes down to the river and you're going heads up with somebody with a pair of 4s. You know, or let's say a pair of 7s. Anything above a 4 is going to beat your hand. There's too many ways. There's more ways for you to lose than there are to win in that. So that's why, you know, especially for people that do start out playing, usually what I tell them to do is play 7 and higher. If you play 7 and higher, you're going to still get into a lot of hands. You're going to get to play them, get the feel for them. But those hands that you're gonna like just flat out just be investing money to lose with, you're gonna keep yourself away from that stuff. Like perfect example, if I'd have stuck with this hand, great. I got a pair of sevens with no kicker. My kicker is gonna be an 8-9 because the board is higher than my whole card, my fifth card. So and the key is when you're playing poker, when you want to get it out there with the best hand, make your money, but you also want to defend when you've got the weakest hand. You got to know when it's okay to put the money into the middle, and when it's not okay. Wow, look at that! It's a 4. However, that 6, 7, 8, 9 really scares the shit out of me right there. Like we did not see that coming, right? I think I'm probably going to go ahead and make this the last hand for this run through. Let's see what happens though. Jack 8. The Jackal. And we'll play it. Why not? Let's have some fun this hand, right? See what kind of trouble we can get into. I tell you what, next hand will be my last hand. Let's see if I can throw out a good bluff for you next hand. Actually, I could throw out a bluff this hand. Alright, so I called. This guy re-raised it to 1.1k. I'm going to say, like, I'm going to make it look like I was limping in. So I had big cards, but I didn't want to raise because I was trying to keep people in the pot. So now I'm going to raise it again. Mother... That negates what I was going to do right there because he just came right over the top of me. I am not going to invest. No. So we got Ace King versus 8. Actually, Jack 8 wouldn't have been a bad thing to go up against those cards. I'd have been beat. Of course, my King, I'm drawing to a Queen right now. Queen or 7th. All right, let's see if we can do it with this hand. Ah, one of my favorites, 69 offsuit. Perfect hand for me because this hand's a bullshit hand. Perfect hand for me to, we're going to raise. We're going to raise 1,000. We're going to get them thinking I'm playing high cards. Mother, really? Again? What was the re-raise on that? 4K re-raise. Oh my God. Yeah, that's an easy decision right there. As much as I love bluffing with that hand. Uh-uh. All that betting and now nothing? What the hell? Wussies? Swing for the fence, dude. You got 17.03K. Oh, God. I didn't mean swing all the way for the fence. Uh-oh. We got trips. Goofy Hat Guy takes it down with the 3 of a kind. 3 of a kind. Oh, pocket aces. This guy over here, or ace 4. Never mind. Kicker counts, so the 10 was higher than the 8. He wins the pot. Five, 4 offsuit again, guys. Let's just be realistic about what we're playing here. Thought that was a re-raise in there. Guess not. Oh well. Alright. 3, 6, jack. 3, 4, 5, 6. Wonderful. I'm on an open-ended straight draw. We're gonna try a check raise here. So I'm gonna check it. See if anybody bets. If they bet, I'm gonna re-raise their bet. Trying to see either I'm gonna get a free card, see if I can complete my straight here, or I might scare some people off the hand. We'll have to see what happens here. Of course, with this bunch, somebody's going to fucking go all in. Watch. 1.9K is the bet now. Alright. We got all in for 20K. Let's do it. See what these guys do here. Damn it. Not the card I wanted to see, but now I got a pair of 5s at least. Alright. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm out. Pair of 6s, yeah. Trip 3s. I don't know if I would have bet 20 grand on trip 3s, but to each their own, I guess. Alright. Well, I think at this point in time, guys, we're going to go ahead and call it quits on this game. I want to say thank you very much. I hope you guys all learned something, found it educational. Like I said before, if you wouldn't mind leaving a comment if you do have any questions. If you haven't gone ahead and liked it, or you haven't given me a follow, if you wouldn't mind doing that, I would appreciate it as well. Starting next week, the next playthrough we're going to start is going to be Batman Arkham Asylum, I believe. So I hope you will all enjoy that. And don't forget to check out my Twitch channel for my regular stream schedule. So until tonight on Twitch, stay amazing, everybody.